you. Really, this will be very short. What I would just like to emphasize is, I think that the message is closing the gap. The whole idea of community-driven development is really closing the gap between government and I call them citizens. At the core of it is really understanding that governance is about government and citizens working together. Where do you find citizens? You really find them in communities, and therefore it is only community that can really drive inclusive growth and development. And when you say close the gap, that's the trust gap. If we cannot trust each other, then there's nowhere to go for the entire country, for the entire society. I would say what works. One, convergence. Government and bureaucracies are known to be working in silos. We cannot do a convergence vertically without doing it horizontally and even diagonally. So we have the multi-stakeholders, and that's where I'm in it, internationally, regionally, nationally, locally. We need to do the convergence also technically. There are so many soft and hard skills that's got to be put in place when we want to do convergence. See, what we already know today is that there's nothing really predictable about the future that our good mayor is talking about. We create it by doing it together. We create it by ensuring that there is good governance, not driven by government, but good governance driven by citizens. And the core of which is participation, transparency, and accountability. The national government has provided a space, but it can only be the citizens who will then, on the demand side, make sure that we are continuing to do this, despite change in leadership. And we're facing them this big national election. And the question is, how sustainable can all these initiatives be? Of course, we know it's vulnerable. Each of your own country will have to go through this time and time again after the term. And what I believe is the only sure way to make this sustainable is by investing on communities and citizens. This is our story. It is not a perfect story. We're creating the future. And thank you very much for working with us on this line.
And I'd like to also share with you how our experience of more than 12 years of doing community-driven development has also been influencing national policy, particularly in making government funds available for communities and tying this with incentives for local governments to really do good housekeeping and do good governance. So right now, the Philippines is in the midst of a national initiative that allows local governments to get funding for projects that are identified by communities through what we call as the Local Poverty Reduction Action Plan. And right now, it's at the level of the municipality and that municipalities, but that means that now national government agencies now make available their budgets for strategies using community-led development. By 2017, the plan is also to make the funding available not just at the municipal level, but also at the barangay level. So what we're saying is that the experience of people like Elsie and Mayor Pel, that's also creating an impact on national policy. Thank you.